All right, Trev.
Yep.
AFC NFC Championship games are set. They're packed. They're
Set in
stacked.
stone.
Commanders at Eagles.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Bills at Chiefs.
Yeah. Always classic.
Vrabel.
He's on your brain.
Dang it.
He's on your brain. Vrabel's right there in your medulla oblongata.
Mahomes, Allen, 9.
But Vrabel could be.
Vrabel could be in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't.
Let's start Allen, Mahomes.
You can't really script it better. Well, even just a 4, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just thinking, yeah, I know the Commanders shouldn't be here in theory, right? But they're Cinderella.
The way they're winning.
They're Cinderella in this bunch. And also, you're getting that Eagles-Washington rivalry. You're getting the Philly-Washington rivalry that's a gift that always keeps giving. And then, obviously, Bills-Chiefs is the modern day that, right? So, I love it. I love the Final Four teams here. I don't think you could script it better. I'm a little surprised to see the Commanders here. Yeah. But here they are. As far as the games, I mean, Bills and Chiefs, everything in me is not only rooting for, but also just logically, I think the Bills are a better team. I mean, this is, I'll be honest, and I said this to start the season. I just didn't know if it would be their year. This is the best offensive iteration of the Bills since Josh Allen, in the Josh Allen era. And the reason I say that, and I said that coming in, was I don't think Josh Allen at his best, this is something to think about with Drake May too as the future unfolds. Josh Allen at his best is more efficient, doesn't turn the ball over as much. He's not tasked with literally carrying the franchise on his back. When you have receivers, weapons, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, that's what you're doing. You're saying, okay, Josh, go be Superman and get us to the promised land. And I'll be doggone if he hasn't almost done it several times. Why I thought coming into this season, I turned out to be right, that this is a better offense for Josh Allen's skill set is because you're taking less off, you're taking more off of his plate, and you're putting less pressure on him with James Cook in that run game. Mm-hmm. I watched that in the game against the Ravens. They bullied the Ravens. They were smacking them in the mouth, pushing them around. Hey, that's how you win playoff football. So everything in me tells me the Bills are going to win this game. But damn it, man. It's Patrick Mahomes. I can't explain it. I don't know what's going on. It's the same thing people outside of this town felt going against Tom Brady. Brady didn't have the best teams. Brady didn't have the best weapons. Brady didn't always have the best defense. Didn't matter. Situational football, he was the best there ever was.
And he always had the best coach, too.
Absolutely. Mahomes is right there with both. So I think the Bills are going to win.
Nah.
But if the Chiefs win, are any of us shocked? No.
It's how I went into the AFC Championship game, the divisional game before setting this up when it was Bills-Ravens. I trust Josh Allen. I don't trust Lamar Jackson. I trust John Harbaugh. I don't trust Sean McDermott. And Sean McDermott almost came around, bit himself in the ass in the divisional round game himself. Right before the half, Joe Brady going conservative with his play calling. And I don't know if there is a detachment between Brady and McDermott in that situation because they come out, run out of the shotgun, makes no sense. They're kicking the Ravens' ass at the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden they turn up the heat and start going downhill running, and Josh Allen bails them out with rushing touchdown right before half. Is that McDermott getting in Brady's ear? No. Go for the touchdown. We're not settling here. I'm not sure. But it's overall of, man, the Bills forced 3 turnovers and then just got by winning. Like just by 2 points winning that game. Where Mahomes hasn't thrown an interception in almost 2 months. That team hasn't had a turnover in 8 games. They protect the football. It's not pretty. It's not entertaining. Even if you're a Chiefs fan, you get frustrated watching it. You don't like what you're viewing, but they find a way. And it was the sequence of, you take the penalties aside, the Chiefs would have been here with or without the refs and the Will Anderson call and all that, right? They would be in this situation. It's Mahomes throwing that touchdown pass to Travis Kelce as he's basically falling down, and Kelce gets open because that's what they do. Yeah. And then the defense turning around, sacking C.J. Stroud on 4th and 10, forcing a turnover on downs. They keep it close late in the game. They smother you. And that's how I think it's going to be. This Bills run defense does worry me. Their secondary does worry me. And the Chiefs also, their wide receiver room, only Xavier Worthy recorded catches. DeAndre Hopkins barely saw the field. So at his age, what's going on? Especially coming off a bye.
Sure.
I thought you'd be healthy and ready. This Bills defense worries me. The offensive line is great. Josh Allen is great. He is the offense. He carries it. The running backs with James Cook and Ray Davis are great too. It's this Chiefs team, and it's Andy Reid. It's in Arrowhead. I would love to see Josh Allen. Still, you need difference makers on the outside, and you need a defense that can get stops. I just don't trust this Bills team in that. And the head coach doesn't elevate them in any way. I would love to see Josh Allen with a head coach that can elevate him.
Well, I tell you what, this is where a home field advantage is so damn important. Not to say that Mahomes has not come into Buffalo and ripped their hearts out before. We know that that's capable and that's possible. But if you're a Bills fan, be honest. Or if you're a bettor who wants to back the Bills, be honest. Wouldn't you feel so much damn better if this game was in Buffalo and those fans were drunk, jumping through flaming tables? Of course you would. Going to Arrowhead could end up being the X factor here. In a game where the margin for error is so thin on both sides. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, even the defensive side of things, of course, the Chiefs' defense is better than the Bills. Could come down to that. Yes, coaching. Check the box for the Chiefs there, too, with Andy Reid. But that being at home for the Bills could be a huge advantage in this game if it were there. It could be a box checked for them. Instead, you don't get that. It's another box check for the Chiefs. That's where it feels like mission impossible.
Yeah.
But with that being said, just watching from this year, Josh Allen's having a better year than Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
I think this Bills team is better than the Chiefs. I really do. Just from what I've watched all year. The way the Chiefs have won, the ugliness, the barely getting by week to week. And then the Bills have been fantastic. You know, they've lost a few games, but the Bills have been fantastic overall from end to end, wire to wire. And my gut tells me, my logic tells me, destiny tells me, not only could the Bills win this game, but if you can finally slay this dragon, the Bills should win the Super Bowl. Like, if they beat the Chiefs, I'm betting on the Bills. I don't give a damn if they play Eagles, Commanders, or whoever you pull out. It could be the 85 Bears. I'll bet that the Bills win the Super Bowl. But I say all that to say, I just don't know how can you really feel like this team's going to win when you're dealing with the Chiefs, who just figure it out every single time, no matter how ugly it is.
The home field matters. That Chiefs defense, man, they had 8 sacks on C.J. Stroud, 14 QB hits. This Bills offensive line is much better. Josh Allen is a much better quarterback, more mobile than C.J. Stroud, obviously, and has been great at avoiding sacks and turnovers as well. Gets the ball out, knows how to extend plays. It's the Bills defense that worries me. Can you get stops? Now, the Chiefs offense has struggled to get to 30 points, so we'd see. But that Bills defense struggles to get stops. And look, what we're getting, I mean, with Allen, Mahomes, 9, this is the 9th installment of the two. We've seen them meet in the playoffs before, where overtime and a coin flip decided it. That's why we have the new rule. Mahomes, Allen, what I love about this, no matter what, this is Brady Manning. This is now. It's the 2 best quarterbacks in the league by far, 2 of the better offenses. The reason these teams are where they are is because of the quarterback, and that's what we get with it.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy, but I think Brady Manning may end up being Mahomes and Burrow, because if Josh Allen does not win this one, he is never beating Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry.
No, there's no way I would buy that.
He's never beating him.
He only keeps getting better. He's literally put together his best season. And this is supposed to be a Bills team that was resetting.
Burrow's beat him when it counts.
Yeah, Burrow beat him in an AFC Championship game, but we get these many installments. Yeah, that's fine. But like, he doesn't get them now, he'll never get them. No way will I buy that. This team keeps getting better. His wide receiving room stinks. Like, Keon Coleman is his best receiver on the outside, or Khalil Shakur, or checked out Amari Cooper. The secondary they find ways to win. The Bills do as well. I mean, even go back to last game. It was 30-21. And what did it come down to? 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
It's 4th and 2. If you settle for a field goal, it only makes it a 5-point game. Bill said, F it, we're going for it. You have to get up 2 touchdowns on the Chiefs to win. And Josh Allen literally scores on that play. I think what they get with this one, I think it's going to be a classic. And the outcome of this does not, to me, decide the legacy between the two. They are both so good every time they meet. And they're going to meet up a ton. This is the Chiefs' 7th straight AFC Championship game. Josh Allen's learning what it takes to get to that point. Let's see him stay with Joe Brady, or if Joe Brady leaves, it's going to keep happening.
Yeah, look, I disagree. I think Josh Allen's going to be there, obviously, because he's Josh Allen. But I think if the Bills lose this game at this point, you got to start really looking at that franchise and thinking what changes, wholesale, sweeping changes can we make? Maybe.
That's it.
But that's a big deal.
That's what I would do.
There's no guarantee you go get some great coach either. I just think this is the season they've had. How they're constructed, they play very Chief-like right now. Defense, run the ball.
Yeah.
This is it, bro. I mean, you got to stand in the center of the ring and handle the punches and punch back.